Hello everyone, today I am playing around a little bit with our new paper called Wonder, and we actually had a launch project that, where we got instruction to cut it, but I wasn't sure what pictures to use. So now that I'm ready and using my pictures, I was looking at this layout, and then that is the second page for it. And I liked the design, but for me the background paper was a little bit too busy, so I rechanged a few things, and that's gonna be one of a couple of pages. So let's see what I can do with those. So this is my first idea, and let me put the paper away. I started with a piece of cardstock, that's sage color, and I cut this beautiful paper here, which is one is that busy one that was on here on the outer side, and I just only cut mine like 2 inches instead of 4, so I made this a little bit smaller. And then the blue one is cut at 4 inches, which is a little bit bigger than what they had. What about this side? Actually, it's the same. This one was bigger. And then I used one of the zip strips and brought a little bit yellow in here. I did like the idea of the 3x4 pictures on a photo mat. So I cut my photo mat, that's glacier, that will go somewhere here, so I can place my photos down here. And yes, the one gonna be a flip flap at one point in time. Then I have 2 bigger photos that I want to add to the layout, so I'm adding more photos then. And then I started to cut out a couple of the stickers that we have on the sheet, and I'm not sure where I'm gonna place them, but that's just, I like to just cut around them and group them together so I can move them around. So that's gonna be my page number 1 instead of doing the bigger stripes, so I have more green to show. And then my second page will be similar. It's just the opposite. So again, I have a 2-inch strip and a 4-inch strip. I got my zip strip, and this time I used a 3x4 and a 4x6 photo down here, and 2 3x4s up here. So I just gonna move this around a little bit until I'm happy with it. So this was the original idea, and this is gonna be mine. And I thought I'd give you a quick preview before I start stamping and adhering things, and then that way you can see what the plan is, and then check back and see what it's gonna look like when it's finished. Thanks, bye-bye. Hello everyone, I continue to play around with our Wonder paper, and today I start with a peacock cardstock base, and then I have this really cute sage colored squirrely paper. And the inspiration for this layout kind of came from one of our how-to books, and this is the how-to book number 3, I think. Yeah. And I just like this simple layout, plus I gonna add some extra pictures in with one of our pocket designers. And so I needed something that, where this would fit in. But this has a simple layout pretty much. It's got 2 stripes here, and then some matting underneath, but I'm gonna change this up. So my idea was, okay, I cut the stripe and I put mine a little bit lower than it was asked for. Then I also added another design paper as a stripe, and then I thought, okay, now let's put my pictures down, and I'm gonna put mine in about here. There are 3x4s and 4x6, because when I use the flip flap, that would go over here, so you won't see this picture, but they kind of like flow, if you know what I mean. Looking at the page at that point, I'm like, okay, it needs something else. There's something missing. So the one thing I did first was I added just a little bit glitter. So this is a piece of Bluebell glitter paper, just to lighten the whole thing up. And then since they used a matte piece underneath here in the center, which doesn't work with my pictures, I thought, you know what, I just cut a stripe of our Pebble cardstock. It's a light gray, and I ripped it on the sides, and you can see the white core from our paper. And I plan on mounting my pictures on here like so, which just gives it a little bit more interest. It's about here, and then this one I have to trim down too, but this is going to go around here. And then I have one extra one I might tuck behind here. And so that's kind of the base that I think I'm gonna work with. But then I'm still figuring something in the background maybe. So I ended up using our Bluebell shimmer brush, and I added a few sparkles to the background. And I hope you can see this, but it is really sparkly, and it turned out really great. So this is just a little bit extra to just brighten up the background so it's not as bland. Okay, so this is gonna go here, about here. Like I said, they still need to be trimmed a little bit. This one might go back here, and I will have journaling in my flip flap in here, and then I might add some stickers or some tickets that we have. We will see. Also, the set came with all sorts of stickers on a sticker sheet, which I usually cut apart, and then I can play around with just laying them down and see if I like them maybe in one of the pages. So that's always a good way to figure out what to do with all these pages, those stickers. This is one that's a border, but that's a little bit too busy. So just cut them out and place them on top before you adhere them. And like I said, this is gonna go in between. So here I'm gonna put another journaling or something in here, and then this will open, so I have to make sure that this picture kind of disappears here, and then we're good to go. So that is my start, and I will show you the end result when I'm done. I did 3 layouts. I still have these 2 sheets. I still have these 2 full sheets, and I have these pre-cut sheets. So one has the nice stars on the back, and this one has a nice yellow chevron on the back. I also have quite a few of stickers, and this is all my collection. What I like to do is I just cut the sticker sheet down, as you can see here, and then I cut those individually out because it makes it easier to add to my layouts and see if I like the sticker on there or not. So this is still left over from the set. And like I said, I already made 3 layouts. I used quite a bit of the cardstock naturally, but we will go through that in a moment. So the cardstock coordinating cardstock pack here in this case includes 12 sheets, and there's 2 of each. White Daisy, which you always can use. That's the Peacock, Glacier, the Sage, the Sundance, and the Paprika. So let's get started. Okay, back to our first layout. So this was the layout they had planned for us, but I wasn't quite happy with this strip because it was a little bit too busy for me. So I reduced my strip. I did cut this one the same size, and then I used a different zip strip, which is the strip that's on top of our papers, the 12 by 12 papers. And I used the same matting for my pictures, but I used a different size of pictures. And as you can see here, and I apologize, this will go on the outside. These are flip-flaps that you can open. So here's my thinner strip. Here's my blue background strip and the Starry Night, and then there's the yellow zip strip. And I added 2 pictures instead of 1. I kept these 3, but with the flip-flops I actually have 4 more of these on this page. I did a little journaling tag in yellow, just I think it pops more out. And I still have to do my title and a little bit more embellishing, so I'm thinking about stamping something, or not sure yet. The second page, same cutting. They did the same here. I did the same on my side. I used a smaller design paper strip here and the regular white, this one with this one in blue. And then again, I had 2 same size pictures here and a bigger one. Here is another flip-flop that goes on top, which I have ready, just not adhered yet. And then another little journaling, and the sticker is not adhered yet, so I'm still back and forth, but that's the nice thing. So you can start your pages, and then if this fits here, perfect. Maybe it fits on a different page, and that's it. I will see, so that's still to determine. And these are the 2 sage color backgrounds. Now the next set, I kind of went wild because this one, the ones that are in here really didn't work with my layouts. But as I showed you in one of the previous pictures, videos, what my thought process were getting to get these together. So this is one of the design papers, and this is a little strip. I added the Bluebell glitter strip just to give it a little bit more pop. And then I used the cardstock underneath, and I think it's Pebble, if I remember right, which is a really light gray. And first I cut it just straight, and I looked at it and I'm like, I don't know, something's missing. And then I thought, well, let's try and tear it, because we have a white core in our cardstock, which I think makes for a really nice effect. So I ended up using this on both sides. And the Peacock cardstock is the base for this, and I hope you can see, but I will take one out. In the other video where I detailed it, you could see it really well. There is, can you see the shimmer and glitter? All I did was, and this is a dark blue paper, you can see a little bit here where it saturated the paper just a tad, but nobody will know. I used our Bluebell glitter pen brush and just sprinkled some glitter over the page, which really turned out nice. And again, because we had so many pictures, I used one of our Pocket Designs elements to add 6 more 4x6 pictures on here in the middle. And then this is the opposite side, so similar, same strip, so it just continues. And then I did the edging here again with the sprinkles. And as you can see, when I use these flip flaps, what I try to do is to make sure that my pictures underneath kind of disappear behind it, so you're not distracted by, you know, seeing half of a picture peeking out. I try. It's not always possible, but in this case it really works nice. So when you look at the page open like this, you know, it looks like one page, but then when you open it, this one kind of like goes together. So just a little thing that I try to make sure I do, but it doesn't always work out. Okay, and then I used 2 more peacocks. I know they're not in the set, but that's what I ended up using. And this is the paprika paper, and again some design paper, and I used the Sundance to put a couple accents on because I just think the colors really work well with the pictures we had. And then I splashed, this is the glossy spray cheddar and turquoise. So these are the 2. You shake them up really well because, as you can see on the bottom, the white, that's the glittery stuff. So you want to shake them really well, and then I unscrew mine and take the tip and just go over my page and sprinkle it over. And for the most part, the orange really pops out, and for sure the turquoise. In some areas, if you don't shake it too well, you just get a little darker blob, but it's still kind of cute. So here's another one. That's how far I am right now. Still need to do some more decorating and some yeah, journaling is done, but I need to put some titles and stuff on here. But that's about how far I got so far with the paper pack. And that's 3 double-page layouts with extras in it. And as you saw, I still have plenty of paper left to do more. So if you just get yourself a paper pack and a cardstock, coordinating cardstock pack, you can make and create a lot of pages.